Hello. Decided I'll code during stream today. Working on 1.2. Now then, let's see if this works properly. Alright, so I hit something with an arrow, so that works. What's more so it's a good time to answer a question of if that doesn't seem to unset the handler, which is Actually, the weapon's removed, so I guess it wouldn't call that, huh? Where's the bow? Let's get projectile source, that's the issue. That. Right, so it would be here in swapping. If I have this stuff, so you unequip silent, but it doesn't necessarily be sure it removes these. Is your mod Oblivion going okay, duct tape? Alright, so that'll remove it, unset the handlers, then re-equip it. But there's also down here, technically. No, actually, that should be fine. Because this won't trigger the unequipped block, and this will trigger the unequipped block, but it's already set to 0 with already removed handlers, so it should be fine. The main issue is the get projectile source. Also, hi Alyssa. Alright, so I switch to the bow. Handler set. Probably won't get the message that's unset, but I'd have to add a new bow to check it, because it's not checking if these Farragons actually firing now I think about it. Yeah, so if the handler's still set, this should trigger a console message. It doesn't. Nice. I don't know what. Alright, the unequip what I currently have. Odd. This doesn't re-equip itself. Oh, right, because of the whole quietly equipping and unequipping. Right. In which case, I'm going to have to set up another ref for current weapon. Should do, and then we player.equip item silent. It kind of suck if it had a script running, but I can't do it silently if I want to run their unequipped block. So, it was just to be sure it's the right function. Yeah, all right. Wait, that's not. No, I need get equipped item. Get equipped items? No, get equipped object probably. Yeah, get equipped object. Probably don't need to set that again, but. Yeah, I don't know how long this will take, but whenever the heck this is roughly done, I guess we'll get to artisting. I'm not going to be adding models on stream. I'll just see if I can get the bow functioning. If it's 0 up here, it should stay 0. Yeah, because it's not going to run any of the unequipped blocks if it's unequipped, so we really don't need that. Alright, this should keep your current item equipped now. Equip a glass longsword. Put the bow. Yep. So properly equipped. And that does re-equip your weapon now. I should probably go under known bugs or something. So does that update? Doesn't, does. Oh, there it goes. Looks like it has to be equipped to update. Alright, so I'll count this done. And see what I can do. See what I can do by getting this source of the arrow. I can definitely detect when. I might actually have to have a second listener, won't I? Worst case scenario, I'll need a second listener and use some globals to pass back and forth or something. don't know where actually I can has a. I'll just have to make new read new known issues doc. Wait, wouldn't it be part of readme? It is not part of the readme. Okay. So I'll put these on this screen. The one's actually getting streamed. Let's see, it was updating from previous version. And that's because the index is stored in the save game, but what that model that points to gets changed in the code. So that'll cause this problem. It's just a minor issue though, but still a known one. There was what? There are two on the mod page. Oh, right, random. And I wonder, does that? I think that should only trigger when I swap between to and from bow. It shouldn't trigger the re-equips if I'm switching between swords. Alright. Just to confirm we have a re-equip, because that'll get drawn again. So then we go to Zara, and no re-equip. To Blunt. Re-equip. But if I go to a bow, there we go. Alright, so that's that. I might as well get the music I was listening to up. I don't know if it's copyright or not, but whatever. Enjoy. I'm not entirely sure how to word this. Oh, right. Is unequipped. Your current weapon will be re-equipped. There we go. I mean, I'd like to use get current health and get current charge, but no matter how I work those into loops, it just didn't work. It always get a base object or a null instead of the actual object you have in your inventory. So I have to force equip the item to you for like the 10th of a frame that the script is running. Then get the values, then unequip it again. Which will, of course... And I do it all silently, so you're not going to get hit with audio cues for it. But yeah. There's known issues. Now I have to deal with the problem with this. Get projectile source. If I put it into its own ref. Just to be sure that doesn't cause a crash of the script. By the way, why would you call it enslaved letters? Alright, bow handler set. Okay, so the get projectile source is what's causing a crash. I can get the fact that I hit a thing with an arrow, but I can't get the source of it, apparently. Yeah, I got the code to letters part, but the enslaved thing is what I don't fully understand. I mean, maybe these comments look a bit like shackles to you. Alright, so it's get projectile source in of itself. It's causing a problem. I'll try and stop doing a dot call. That's like a function one. Which is still alright, apparently. Alright, surreal memes are something I'm not familiar with, so that joke would have missed me like that arrow in a kill shot can. Let's see, we hit something, still didn't get it. Alright. We'll get rid of that. So I'm not throwing an error. Let's try one more tweak to it, which is to just shove get projectile source by itself into the if statement instead of storing it in a ref. Yeah, still not getting it. It's probably gonna pass back either a null or another crash to this trip, though. I don't expect it to work, but who knows. If this doesn't work, all I can think of is to set 2 handlers for the bow. Wonder though. Like, what I'm wondering is, if I set a handler on hit with for air to look for arrows, and then I set an on hit handler to look to see if the player hits something, would those both fire at the same frame that an arrow hits? Hmm. Probably do, since advanced marksman level and works its way with that. Oh, got the... Oh, right, because I commented out that line. Alright, so get projectile search just doesn't work. Alright, in which case we're going to need to do begin game mode block. And object script. Maybe, actually I don't think it'll let me do that in an object script. Be frank. No, it does. He's so much excited for the stream that he's currently missing. What the surreal is... I guess that's the right term. Okay. That caused more of a full halt in my mind than the gravity is the stuff you put on food comment from that one Half-Life stream. Alright, what the hell am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to add some parameters. So I don't know if this will quite work. In fact, because it's not throwing an error, and I don't... Actually, not sure if we can do an on-game up block, but I'll move it to the front, because maybe Go throw an error then. Nope, doesn't throw an error. Alright. Yeah, and gosh, was it Half-Life Part 4 or something? We're going through some military complex, all the aliens invading the place. Before we went into the Plains of Oblivion. I think it was mostly Sobit, and I think you were there too. We're talking about just all the stupid stuff you found on YouTube, like the like guys saying volcanoes don't exist because I don't believe they do, type of thing. Just going into more absurd comments, and that was one of them. Gravity is the stuff you put on food. Actually, let's see if I can find that. Not the exact moment when it happened, just like which streams. I can probably recognize it from the thumbnail. Yeah, it definitely would have been part 4, I think. Part 5, we were in the who knows where. I can't deny it possibly being part 3 though. It's probably part 4. Yeah, I think that came up in the same stream. We got a wrist crack in there. Nice. Alright, so there's... I know I can call quest variables from other scripts. I don't know if I can call object variables. Oh, I wanted to figure out. I guess. Fire hit an arrowhead, I guess. And then we'll set them both to 0. When will we not set them to 0 though? They should initialize to 0, but I like to set them like this anyways. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so that'll be set. I'm not sure if I could call this like so. It seems I freaking can. Oh no. Oh, but what happens if... Oh. What happens the way this will be implemented, if some NPC hits an enemy with an arrow at the exact same frame the player hits enemy with anything, that could still cause an XP gain, which would be a very niche and weird bug, but I can't get the source in the exact function that we get the call. Is that an attack source function I can get? Probably not. That's probably everything this function is going to do, honestly. Just set that better to 1 anytime something gets hit with an arrow. I wonder how often object strip will get run. Let's try this. Go to manager, which is definitely... Oh, F-Quest delay time. Okay. So F-Quest delay time... 0.1. So I don't know if that'll work for an object script, but that does reduce the script delay request tagged stuff. So I don't know. May help though. Alright, so I'm assuming that it'll trigger both the on-hit and on-hit with event handlers in the exact same frame. First, we check to see if they're both active, so we can actually assign XP. Alright, so I'll start the combat logger, other stuff. Let me do an else if. Yeah, I'd have to check for both here, because if I do a second else if here, then what will happen is it'll check one frame, get one set, and then it'll check the next. Huh. Never mind, that might actually work. I'll do it safely though. I may have to move this to the manager script, which I would not like to do since it's just for a bow. But, you know. might be necessary if the update time on this is not fast enough. Point we just set arrow hit to 0, set player hit to 0, command if. Alright, so that should be fine. Calls on bow hit. Alright, so it's not target weapon, I think it was where was the on hit with function? Alright, event handlers, on hit, target, attacker. This one I can filter out to be just the player though, thankfully. Alright, so then we have here set event handler on hit. On bow hit. Object player, I think it was. I think ref for the first thing and the object for the second. So if where was it? You hit 2. Remember that one set to filter for player. Where was it? Human leveling. Yeah, object. Oh, right. That's not actually how I'm supposed to do the code. Let's do it. So. There we go. So that'll set it. And then this one will remove. And we get rid of the filters, that way you'll remove all instances of it. Should only still be 1, but just to be safe yet again. Alright, so if this convoluted scheme works, then we should get XP for shooting a bow. There's the form change. Right. And nothing. Oh shit. I don't really know how to get XP from the bow though. Because, well, yes, there is on bow attack that actually checks when the animation begins, not when they actually get hit. It's in release. Oh, it could be one way to do it. Could have set an on release that then sets the handler on hit with an arrow, but then yeah, I doubt they'd happen in the same frame. What I really want then is on release. I think that has to be ref if it's the first one. And then I'll comment out that. This one is just so they have an example for on release. They do not. So I don't know if this needs referral object in the call. But either way, and event handler on hit with. Arrow hit with no other qualifiers other than maybe the player's equipped arrows. Maybe. It could. Oh shit, actually I could. Couldn't I? Get equipped object. 17 for ammo? Only ever really gotten the weapons. Yeah, 17 for ammo. Into object. Ammo. And there we go. With that setup, so that'll trigger the on arrow hit. Which point? again have to copy this. I'll have to save that, whatever changes I made. Which point we got it for specifically, not specifically looking for the arrow type that was shot. At least it should be looking specifically for that. And then I guess I'll hit up disable. That way it unsets itself. So I could do remove event handler for self, but that might not be a good idea. Go into object B, get rid of all the old stuff. We don't need that anymore. True. Need to add that in there too. So did you finally get it? Probably should put some debug messages in. Otherwise I'm not sure if it's like where it's not working, if at all. Well, if it works, I should get an XP log. Hello there, plus 3 XP. Now does it persist? Plus 6 XP. That's unfortunate. I'm glad this works. I just need to change what... Just need to probably do remove event handler. Disable... I don't know. Oh, disable bar wasn't working, and that's why I would get it, because it would, every time I'd fire, it would set the handler, and each handler would do a plus 3 XP. So I don't know if removing yourself from within yourself is at all possible, because if we do this from an object, that crashes the game. This will probably just crash the script if it doesn't work. But that's why I don't like doing this. I was hesitant before. So it's not gonna stop us from doing it. But if we go in game and try it, it may just not work. Alright, bow handler set. +3. Get another +3. I think it's working. I think I figured out how to give XP to bows. Yeah. The flopper. I wish I had more arrows, but alright. Ooh, and then... I don't know, if you... I got a question for you. If you were to say fire the arrow, and then unequip the bow before the arrow lands, should you still get XP for it? Should the weapon still get XP for it? Ah, this is so nice. So nice to see. Wait, what if the arrow misses? Something I just realized. What if it misses? It should get XP for that. Alright. Now, depending on this bug that just occurred to me, that may no longer be an option to do. But yeah, hopefully it's not a bug and just my imagination. So I just realized is, what if the arrow misses the target? Because then maybe the on hit with the handler doesn't fire then. The arrow hit nothing. At which point it wouldn't get removed, so then you'd have multiple handlers up, which would be a problem. It also brings to mind what happens if you have multiple arrows in the air. Because, like, what if the fire rate gets so fast that you can have 2 arrows in the air before the first one lands? Because then you have multiple listeners. Alright, so how to test this would be to first miss and shoot my guy. Wait, did I actually get XP for... So I actually get XP for hitting the ground. The ground is a valid target, apparently. Alright, so we can get rid of that remove event handler, because I'll remove itself. Which means that yes, you should get XP if you switch off from the bow before it lands. It still leaves the problem of what if you fire multiple shots before the first one lands? I guess all the XP will be front-loaded to the first one. So what happens if you have 2 arrows in the air is you've released twice. So there's now 2 listeners. This means you'll get double XP. But as soon as the first one lands, whether it hits a valid target or not, it's then going to remove the listener, which is going to end up removing all listeners. So the first arrow will get double XP, while the second arrow will give none. Is how it would be right now. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how bow XP is working. When you got a melee weapon, it's straightforward because you're hitting them with the weapon, but you're not hitting anything with the bow. It's the arrow that hits them. So I need to figure out when you fire an arrow, and then when that arrow hits, and then to be sure that you're the one that fired that arrow, and that you had the growth weapon equipped at the time. Which I think I have figured out. Basically, it's just an edge case I came to consider. Which is the fact that because the firing speed is going to increase with every level, there could be a scenario where you have multiple arrows in the air before the first one lands, and that would just wreak havoc on the listeners. I wonder if it's possible to remove only one event handler. Yeah, that's the thing. If I can't filter it out, so if both filters are omitted, then all event handlers matching the script an event will be removed. So unless I can ID each specific arrow, there's no way to get around this edge case. And there's just inventory references, which are a whole other beast that barely works at all. Like, just avoid inventory references whenever you can. That shit just... Most of the time, you're just going to end up calling on a null reference instead of an actual inventory item. So yeah, I don't really think I have the know-how right now to actually fix that specific edge case. Unless I have a globe over, like, arrows airborne or something. I figure a more pressing matter, though, would be to get... Just first commenting the script I'm about to close. Alright, so that will do that. I'm gonna have to fight something else that has a bow to make sure that this ref player part actually is proper. Otherwise, this is going to be getting called on everybody who shoots a bow. Oh, that's something else to test. Now we need an arrow hit. Which is, we need to... Yeah, I don't think I can filter the targets by living when I set this handler. I think I have to just check afterwards. I don't know, maybe there's like a living... Nope, not really. Okay, I don't know how I could check to see if there's like a valid actor that's alive. Well, there were only other one I had enabled. They did arrow hit detection. Let's see, it was on hit with detect arrow hit. Alright, they just set some variables in their main script. They don't even do all the stuff in here. Alright, so marksman leveling back to here. Now, looks like they... I don't fully understand this chunk of code yet, but it seems like they might actually be trying a for each loop in an array to keep track of multiple arrows. rays are just found to be more difficult to use in Oblivion than they are in other languages. I generally avoid them where possible. Alright, so set the target there. I'll just open it. And look at the target. To check if it's a non-zero target, huh? Ah, target.getDead. Maybe? I don't know. So I can try if target's not equal to 0. A soft taco, otherwise known as a burrito. Well. So I guess just have to check to see if target non-zero and target is not dead. Maybe. Because what if it's a killing blow? That's what this is checking for. Well, actually, this should be checking it, I think, after, or at least maybe the frame after you actually get hit. So maybe I can use get dead and my arrow hit. Alright, don't want to put that down there, actually. Do want to remove this no matter what. When the arrow finally lands. Instead, what I want to do is, if target's not equal to 0, and target.getDead. Alright, so that should do, that may help. Check to make sure that we actually have a reference for the target. Of course that would throw an error. Always have to do an eval for that kind of stuff. arrow, swap the bow. Get him a summon. Alright, here goes nothing. Freaking hell. That's plus 3 XP. Also plus 3. Huh. So maybe you only get XP if it's killing blow right now. Yeah, right now it's only if it's a killing blow. Wait, with this flip... Crap, when does it actually check when they're dead? Did I actually catch it before I hit the ground? No, it's not giving XP for the ground anymore. Doesn't give XP for a killing shot. Doesn't give XP for that either, honestly. Yeah, still nothing. Alright. It's just not giving XP right now. Is there like an is actor? If there's an is actor call, that would be very helpful. Yeah, is actor. Just be safe, we give that to a 1. So turn 1 if there are a creature or an NPC, and then you can get specific ones for other things. Alright, so let's just read through these then. Or if they're alive, their HP's, you know, not negative. Right, no is for that. I guess I'll have to look under the gets. Which there are far more. Still oh so ironic, the one who would look the most forward to a coding session still isn't here. But he's playing Fistful of Frags still. No, he switched games. Okay, current health is objects, right? No? Okay. Or is it? I don't know. You use it for objects, but can it be called by an actor? They technically have a value called health, but is it this still? Is the ID this name is health, though? The ID and the name are two separate things. Yeah, there's Get Dead, which will... The object reference is dead. I know Get Dead counts probably exactly what I think it is, but just in case. Huh. So I can get like specifically how many goblins and wolves I've killed. How interesting. Yeah, it seems like Get Dead is the proper thing. But we still have many more gets to go through. So I think I might be able... Welcome. Missed most of the coding. So I'm figuring out the nuances of giving XP when you hit things with an arrow. So I got it to actually get XP when an arrow hits something, but I need to make sure it gets XP when you hit a thing only when you hit a live actor. So it also gives XP when you hit the ground. And dead things. Really anything. Apparently. Yeah, I've gotten into the... I've kind of changed it to just... I'll give you guys, like, one heads up before the stream starts. I know I used to ping it at everyone as soon as the stream kicks off, and the countdown specifically. But because I don't have that at everyone ping automated... close enough is close enough. I mean, the stream starts are literally automated. There's no variance in the timing. Either they're enabled or they aren't. There's no stream at exactly 8 p. At exactly 7:45 p.m. There's no stream, unless I specifically say otherwise. Well, another reason to look into bots. Because there's the people that try to do commands in Twitch. And now there's Discord stuff, so alright. I'm dead. Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, the groundwork's all there. So I've got... I can switch it to a bow, I can switch it back from a bow without crashing. I can... And I've got it so that hitting things with an arrow gives XP, I just need to make sure it doesn't give XP for everything. And it also doesn't give XP for hitting corpses. Now that I think about it, I should probably check that. I don't think... No, if I do get on hit with Steel Skyver 3, that definitely narrows things down, so I don't quite know why arrow hits different. Oh well. It's different, that's all that matters. Ooh, there's also Get Unconscious. Forgot about that. Essentials don't actually die. Wait, the set unconscious function. What the... Okay, set unconscious does not seem like it does what essentials do. Alright, and then we need to target dot get dead. Also equal to 0, specifically. Yeah, I gotta start. Part of the issue with me streaming and coding so much is like I open up tabs to spend some free time and then I just don't finish the videos or whatever, and they stay up, and it's just getting hard to navigate. I have to like set aside some days to just clear through these at some point. Wow, I don't even count those. There's one thing I really gotta check though. Gotta like go find a Gormite somewhere. Gormite archer. As well as a corpse. I need to make sure that I've properly filtered the on-release listener. Oh, that's right. I don't run water anymore. Man, where were some Gormites? That's very true. I think around here there should be some. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna want to like insta-kill this one so I only have to deal with one. Alright, and then take all those arrows. Flip those. And then just, you know, take a shot. Alright, still no XP gained. No XP assigned there either. But there. Still nothing. Alright, so then you run that. And go find those Gormites again. Or not. Actually, I just need to check if... Yeah, I think before I find out if other archers will trigger XP gain, I should check to see if we actually have proper XP gain. That's proper. and now we can go ahead and... Actually, I probably should check if hitting the ground will give XP, but I'll go check archers first. Alright. So then, first one to kill. Switch over to a bow, get the arrows equipped. Oh man. How do you switch to a dagger? What distance do you switch to a bow though? You switched? You have switched. Okay. Why does it say +4? Alright, I want to actually know. Oh, it's a death dealer. I wonder they have a high... and knockdown paralysis. Alright, so I have shot 0 arrows this whole time. Alright, so there's +4 XP. We're not going to revive the Death Dealer. We'll instead revive the Painbringer, because you have way less HP. Six, 9. Yeah, there's a +9. Actually, is there something I can have that's like stick into? Yeah, hitting corpses still counts. Which is very unfortunate. Now, where's some soft ground? Alright, that looks like it hit. Alright, so the is-actor thing is working. Won't get XP from hitting the ground. And the player ref is also seems to be properly filtering. Seems to. I'll actually have to get hit by this thing first, won't I? Alright, so... block shot. 3. And 9 if it works, and it is indeed 9. Alright, so the player ref filtering is proper. I just need to figure out how to make sure that corpses don't give XP. Also, because this is a thing for arrows, but apparently it wasn't for blades, I'll just have to be sure to check this as well. Oh, nothing there. That's... yeah, it's just not a problem at all for melee weapons. It's only bows, or precisely arrows. Due to the stream delay, I just don't know how to reduce that. It was poorly timed. I have no idea what line that was in reference to. Okay, so I have the target.get dead. Check. Okay, they're an actor, in which case, let's just, I don't know, shove in an extra end if. So maybe separating onto a separate line will work. And I wish I could jump super far, but we both know just how much the engine hates fortify acrobatics. If I were streaming to one site, then yes, there would be a way to change the delay, but this is restream. I'm streaming to multiple sites, so I think they just have a default because you can't really tell what delays are allowed on each site. Oh, just ran out right there. Okay, in which case, let's switch off the bow. Give me my chromite arrows. Go with that. Okay, so I got a +9 there. Now, if I take your arrows, whip them, shoot your ass. Huh. Two. A bit closer. 3, 4. Should give +12. It seems like separate line actually fixed the problem. I'm not getting XP for hitting corpses. Just to be sure, we also were not getting XP for hitting a sleeping essential NPC, so I'll try that now. I got XP for that. Alright, so if I just go with this. Comment out that. So this is logically the same thing, but functionally it may be complete bullshit that the game won't run. Or maybe it just magically works now. I got a +3 for that. So maybe it just magically works right now. Yeah, it's a +3. I'm thinking of having a global for arrows airborne. Just every time I call the handler, I'll increment it, and then set the handler, and then every time... What was I gonna check? Oh, there was like hitting the ground. Yeah, it's not giving XP. Something took damage. Oh, must have been my summon. I was saying, using arrows airborne to keep track of it. And then every time on release calls it, it will increment. Or something like that. Are there 2 +3s there? Alright, so we do that. I wonder where that second or first one comes from. Because we have the... Oh, that's my guy over there. Alright, so that's a 1, 2, 3. So I should get 9 XP from that, and I do. And if I shoot his ass again... I get nothing. Shoot the ground, I get nothing. I shoot my summon. Is that something? I think I got a +3 there. Yeah, I got +3. Just with the marksman leveling, also putting at console logs, I'm not sure if mine should come after or before it. Definitely throwing off my own. So, I think it's working proper now. Yeah, that's no XP, even though it definitely hit a corpse. Oh, I think I actually know how to do the multiple arrows airborne at the same time thing. And that is to have a global, just a single Boolean global flag like equip. That will just get set whenever the handler gets set, and then the handler itself will unset it, and the on release will only call the on arrow hit handler if the global is unset. That way, if you have multiple arrows up, well, or would you? It would resolve the multiple handlers part if you fire multiple shots off, but that, like the double XP thing, if you get 2 arrows off before the first one lands. That still wouldn't resolve the issue of the second arrow giving no XP, because then as soon as the first lands, it's going to unset the handler. Yeah, I guess it should, each time you release, increment the global, and then each time an arrow lands, it'll decrement the global. Then it'll only set or unset the handler when you have 0, when the global's at 0. Globals are off screen. Oh, I can't minimize that with also keeping the globals up. Alright. You just call it arrows up instead of arrows airborne. Keep that short, obviously. At which point we know for a fact, as soon as this pops in, we need to decrement arrows airborne. I'm going to do an if statement here. And if oh, use Fegon. Huh. Right, so then what this will do is each time you hit something with an arrow, it'll decrement, make sure the actor is valid. Now, we still aren't actually sure that the player is the one that hit the target. Just a little nuance about this. We're not getting the source of the arrow fired here. Because I tried that, and it was crashing the scripts. Even though it's proper syntax from all the documentation I was looking at, it just wasn't working. So we don't actually know that it's the player who fired this, but we assume it is, because we're only going to be looking for a specific arrow type that the player has equipped at the time they fired an arrow from Deus Varagon. So it's pretty damn likely that the arrow that we're looking for that hit a target was indeed fired by the player, but we aren't actually checking that. So there could be an incredibly rare instance where another NPC who fires the same arrow type also hits the target. Yeah, I'm not going to bother fixing that. That requires figuring out how to fix something that has refused to work up till now. We'll just stick with what we have. And then I'll increment after we set this. So I'll do C++ instead of a minus C over here. Try to put this at the end. I'll put that at the end. I mean, as long as it comes before this if statement, it's fine. That should be cool, in which case we then go here. And I probably shouldn't even set ammo, honestly. Like, what if you change ammo type? Fuck. Like, if you change ammo type, we'd need a new handler altogether. Oh shit. These are very niche cases I'm worrying about right now. Like, when will you ever... It's not impossible, because if you set the level cap high enough and the speed mult high enough, you can get a bow up to a firing speed where you could have, like, multiple arrows airborne at the same time before the first one lands. So you can have, like, 4 arrows up. Just have, like, a 4-shot burst going. But it's only in those circumstances that these kinds of bugs will occur. Exceptionally, I really shouldn't... I'm going to try fix them anyways, but I really shouldn't be fretting over them as much as I have been up till now. Just a known shippable. Yeah, it's just... If I wanted to really solve this elegantly, I'd have to figure out how the arrays work, like, fully. Because to what I've tried, the arrays seem to be, like, strings. Like, you can store whatever inside an array, but the actual internals of the array seem to be strings. Which just makes them difficult to work with. Yeah, if I could use arrays, I could make it behave like a vector. And then I'd basically store in there how many arrows are airborne of each type. And then we can decrement those each to 0, so we can get rid of those respective listeners, as that arrow type stops being airborne from the player. Yeah, that's for another day. Another day far, far from now. and then we're only setting that listener if they don't have any arrows up. So that way there's only one listener up at any given time. We are going to keep incrementing every time we fire. So that way the listener gets properly... the listener knows when to remove itself. Yeah, I mean, I know how C++ and C arrays work, I know how vectors work, and they're all very nice, very handy to use. But Oblivion arrays? First off, Oblivion doesn't even have arrays. They were hacked in by the guys who wrote the script extender. Which means it's a very hacky implementation of arrays, which means it doesn't really work like your standard arrays. Not quite. Close, but no dice. Which just... my attempts to try to use them have all failed, so I just do my best to not use arrays whenever possible in Oblivion scripts. Same with the for-each loops. For-each loops are just... same deal. It's never clear what type of iterator... dude. I ran out the syntax after I'm done with this line. Alright, so syntax is like for each, and like an iterator, plus, and then like a list. And then we go, then you do some code, and then you loop. The thing is, the list obviously has to be something that contains multiple values, like a container. Usually use this for iterating through containers or inventories. But the thing is, it's never clear what variable type they should be. Like half the time, regardless of what type this is, what list is, the iterator has to be an array variable. And other times the iterator has to be the same type as the list, other times the iterator has to be something completely different. And even when you have it set to an array var and it's the right thing, accessing all the values that are inside the iterator, even when I copy paste code from the documentation, it still doesn't work. So I avoid for-each loops and arrays in the scripting language like the plague. But with that, we should have gotten rid of the issue of multiple arrows up, but we still have multiple types of arrows up. And I'll only let that stew in the back of my head for now. Actually, that +3 might have been from a Gromite shooting it, but I don't think it was. It's a strange thing, but I don't think it was necessarily what I thought it could be. I don't remember. I know I hit my summon once. Oh wait, I hit my summon twice, didn't I? Once that killed it, the other time it didn't. I think? I don't know. Just trying to explain that +3 I can't explain right now. So I think the XP gaining, as convoluted as it has become, is at a satisfactory point. So it'll just be a matter of getting the model changes. Oh, is there an actual... Oh, hello. Random crash. After this, I'll just be getting the model changers up, which I may not do this stream. I mean, we're 2 hours in, sure, but also I feel like after I get this main part of the core functionality of the bow before I'm done, should just switch to playing Lothian. And just gliding on the ground. Alright, we're at the Chromites again. Need to switch over to our prototype bow. Thing. Now then, I got hit while my arrow was airborne. He got hit too. That's a kill. And I did hit him twice with the arrow, so I did get plus 6 XP there. I will now switch over to here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get hit once. I know it's 6. Alright, you got 5 shots worth of XP. And no XP from the corpses or the ground. Let's see, what could I change? I could test the multi-shot theory, but I don't wanna. It's a very fringe case. But now that I say I don't wanna, now have this crushing urge to test it. Alright, arrows. Alright, so there's an arrow, there's another arrow. Okay, so now I need to change some INI file settings. Namely, we're going to change the speed base to, you know what, let's go with 20.2. There we go. Keep in mind, this is what 21 speed looks like on a bow. So I don't know how fast I can fire this. I should use a True Resurrection. Now, I have 6 shots, so again, I'll fire off all 6. And we'll... Not even reaching him. Jeez. I actually have to hold the bow for a certain amount of time. Alright, so that was like 8 or so. Honestly, I lost track once I realized the arrows weren't flying at all anywhere. Alright, so then... Alright, so that's like all 6. Which gave me 18 XP. Now reload that again and try again with point and blank shots, because maybe those will... Apparently the range is not actually tied to the speed. Yeah, the multiple arrows in the air thing is going to be really hard to test, so I think I'll give it up at that. And change the speed back to normal. I mean, if you want to, I can show you what, like... You know what, frick it, I'll just change the base speed. Let's go for 50. I wonder if 50 will crash the game. Definitely look very weird, though. Alright, let's go for the slowest one by default. It's the Warhammer. Ah. Alright, so I have 300 fatigue restore. This cannot outpace it. Or at the very least, my clicking can't outpace it. Wait, I'm actually swinging as fast as I can click at this point. Let me try to do hands. I can kind of get the left hand swing. So I'm doing 2 hands. I'm still not putting a dent in my fatigue, though. Okay. It's just like a 1-frame animation. You have the footage. Gosh, if I had a soundboard. If somebody adds like some legit Kestis weapons, and I can figure out how to code them in, we might be able to actually do the order thing with this, because obviously this can't be unarmed. Now then, how about the fastest weapon type? Dagger. I'm sorry, what? Alright, let's try to see if we can get... Maybe I'm getting left-hand swings? I can't actually quite tell. No, I don't actually think I can get left-hand swings. Well, you can post the software, and I have some editing software that's alright. Oh my god. We're moving backwards. Yeah, so like the third person power attack moves you forwards and then backwards, and it's happening so fast we're just moving backwards. Alright, how's about the spin attacks? I can see the stab for exactly 1 frame. I mean exactly 1 frame. Maybe 2 frames. Oh, this is 50 speed. Hit him twice. Ah, so that's the thing that's coming at me, a hunger. Oh, it's like an actual chainsaw. Yeah, messing around with this in-game really is fun. Alright, let's... What? That was just normal attacks. You know what? I'm gonna have to like find a death dealer or something. Because they have the big boy HP. Meantime... Is that a matron? Because matrons also have big boy HP. Oh, this is stupid. This is stupid in just the right way. So yeah, anyone who has Dusvergon can do this. You could level it up enough. Like, you can change the ini settings. This is just setting the base speed to 50. You can also increase the level cap and get here naturally. Almost as fast as the Half-Life crowbar. It's almost Half-Life crowbar speed. Oh, okay, that's enough tomfoolery. And save. And load. Alright, now we're back to normal. Is there anything else to really do with the bow scripts? For now, that is. Still have to find some models. I guess the remove bow hit scripts. You're not wrong, Alyssa. Alright, there's going to be... Like, you can see there's a lot more scripts than before, and that's because I managed to make some functions to greatly shorten the manager script. You can see the bar now is now half full instead of almost full. So the bulk of this now is just the whole menu scripts. Like, setting stats is... Where is it? Yeah, it's just here. Setting new stats, swapping the models. The initializer that used to be so daunting is now just this. It's just like a handful of function calls. The level up stuff, like the enchant menus, has been like greatly reduced. So this is level up stuff. You saw how long level up was of it, and now it's just this because we've got functions. Yeah, that's the upside to having functions. The downside is that I now have a lot of scripts to check whenever I change any variable names. Alright, so go up here, find the remove handler stuff. Alright, so remove event handler. On release, on bow hit. How long is this? It should be still over. It's 2,305 lines. Total, anyways. Alright, any other handler on sets? Probably just look for move event. Right, not match all word, looking for partial words too. You let out your real thoughts just before. Okay, so yeah, this one goes to on release. Change that to on bow hit, because on arrow hit it's going to remove itself. I guess redo the find all on enchant, and that's everything here in the manager script. Alright, anything else that could possibly do it? It would probably be the swap script and maybe some other things. Yeah, so this will set the on hit with that normally handles XP. This will set with the new handler I just made. Here's the new XP thing. Random model shouldn't even touch that. Set model? I mean, it doesn't directly touch it, but it should indirectly activate it. And it won't matter at that point, because it'll unequip, then re-equip, so that'll be fine. We have the stat adjust. I make increment for level ups. Setting the stats. We're setting half the stats actually. Setting the other half. Touch the handler anyways. So another place to be is this one. Here we are. On release. Go ahead. I should probably like open up all the scripts, because I can actually find an all open script, so I can probably open up everything. And then just do a find all and everything, and then replace all and everything when I change the names. I'm so glad I realized that. I may need to use that from now on. Yeah, this should actually like get rid of them normally because it runs on unequip. But just in case. I have that in there. I shouldn't need it though. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll open up the object scripts, and for the on unequip, I'll just do print C on set. And then remove those, so this way I'll know for sure that these get removed. Because then when I switch, this whole thing only works if we're switching from a bow to not a bow, or from not a bow to a bow. Because old weapon, new weapon will be passed basically. Deal Scalar 3, then 3B. And then the enchantment, so I don't have to call it directly. And then I'll just change things what they need to be. Swap out the items. Alright, I don't think I saved the plugin. There we go. Alright, now I'm just looking at the console messages. Unset. Oh, right, because of the model change. So if I were to unequip this, I should get, yes, another unset. I swap it to a bow. I swap it back to a sword. I do not get the unset. Ooh. Where is it? Because I'm looking at this, so if RL could stop recalculating attributes, that would be nice. Alright, we are not getting it unset, so I am right to put those remove handlers there. That or the silent isn't good. Oh! Oh, that's why. It's because right after I unequip it, I'm removing it. And what I learned the hard way is that how Believing scripts run is that when we call unequip item, it doesn't go into here and then run the unequip block and then go back here and then continue running. No, it calls unequip item, flags that this should be run, but does not run it. Instead, it continues to run the entirety of this, at which point remove item comes in, which removes this script, or removes the item that's attached to, which means when it goes to call this, there's nothing to call. So I am right to put this in here. Also means we may not need unequip item then. That specific line. Because if I do equip, it's just going to re-equip it over that, and I'm going to remove it, and everything else is going to be whatever. I'll try that. Cutting outlines is good. Wait, was that equip silent or equip? Equip silent or equip? No. Yeah. I don't actually know what that NS stands for now. That would be no notification or something, but that's what it is. The NS. So the three different types, there's like equip item NS, and equip item silent. Equip item silent process it silently. Equip item NS just removes the message that appears in the top left, but you still get the sound that plays. So just doing it through the inventory would be equip item NS, basically. You don't get any notification, but you do get the sound. Alright, so I now need to keep track of that. Yeah, it doesn't say unset, and it shouldn't really matter either at that point. Although what would... I do need to check though. It is set to 1. I mean, I assumed it was because the code shouldn't leave it in an unset state. I just have to double check. Yeah, because this here, because if it does get unset, this here will run the on-equip block of the new item, which will set it to 1. Can we do both because we don't know exactly which one we're removing? No, it should be it. For now anyways. The next would come maybe brushing up some of the documentation. Oh right, there is also the known issues. Which is multiple arrows airborne. types, and the first fire will get XP. That also brings to mind something else of concern with that bowhead, right? Which is this increment doesn't care doesn't care what ammo type you have. But the on hit with does. And that's the one that decrements it. In which case, this will probably need a parameter. Because what I don't know is if we store it in ammo, I don't know if when this ends, ammo will get cleared and unset. So because of that, I need to store it in here. Yeah, that doesn't really... It's not going to get used for this, it's just for storage, that's not a global. On bow hit. Persistent storage. Alright, so then we can get rid of ammo ref here. And then we call DL scalar 3 B dot ammo. Oh. I wonder. Yeah. How about instead of using that, we go with arrow? Wait, unquote argument arrow. Where's the... Oh, I need to save that. Let me save this. Where's the... Oh, this one. Well, so we can use ammo. Just have to save that, ignore that warning, and then just go here, DL scalar 3B dot ammo. Left of dot must be quest or persistent reference. I'll do this then. If that helps. Cannot parse this line. Well, shite. Looks like we do need the ref ammo after all. Guess we'll need to separate that then. So we move the ammo out. And then I guess on equip. Maybe on equip. I don't know. Then we go if ammo is not equal. No, maybe, yes, no, actually. We set the event handler on here, and then we set TL scalar 3b dot ammo to vocal ammo. After dot must be quest. Oh, right, over here. There you go, so that should work. So this here will, when it's called, that'll set the ammo up here. So this will, so every time you release an arrow, it'll get the ammo type you used. And then it'll check that DL scalar 3B. Should it? No, it'll be down here. We then check. And then we have if DL scalar 3B dot ammo is equivalent to ammo. Then we increment the global. And what that will do is if you switch ammo type from a steel to an iron arrow, you go from iron arrow, you fire that, so look for iron arrows. This will set the persistent ref to iron arrows. So when you switch to steel arrows and you fire that, it'll of course see that A, you have an arrow airborne, so it's not going to add more, it's not going to it's also not going to change the iron arrow ref. I'm going to say here, iron arrow is not a steel arrow, will not increment it, won't count. Should be good. I still need to check this actually works though. I thought we were done. Well, it shouldn't matter. As long as the first shot awards XP, it's fine. Because, again, getting multiple shots airborne before the first lands is excruciatingly hard. Even with the high-speed bow. Alright. Sneak, back off. Do not believe I got XP for that. One, two, three. I didn't get any XP for that. Alright. So I guess that bug will stay. XP and some listeners fire. All right. So there we go. Simultaneously. multiple arrows, different types, simultaneously airborne. Only the first type fire will award XP, and some event handlers will linger. Like, it's a very, very specific thing, but that is the thing. And I think that's it for now. It's just getting the model change up, which we're going to be appending onto this short one. And model change 1, how long is that? Because I do want... There are the Ivalon items I need to... Yeah, okay. That's like twice the size of the manager. Alright, with like 10 minutes left on the stream, let's see what we can do about the Artistes Guild. Not that save. Delete it. It's a test save. Do I have any Avalon gear with me? Because I want to show you, like, some of the stuff they'll need resizing and, like, adjusting. Like, I know there's Y-handers in the halberd as well. You can add the halberds. Problem with adding halberds and glaives and stuff is while they exist, you can categorize them as battle axes, but the animations don't really match. That just... I can't suspend my disbelief for that, basically. So, you have the Bastard Sword, Bearded Axe, the bow needs change, it's Great Sword, the Halberd, Long Sword, Mace, Short Sword, there's the Y-hander, Warhammer, the Old Family Sword, Sunfire Sword, I guess. It can be either one. I'll go two-handed this time. Actually, I should go one-handed to better show the hilt. And so, yes, these are swords that I would like to add probably to the Bastard category, Deuce Varagon. There was not any kind of permission section on the mod page, but the mod page is also really old, so I'll just assume I do have permission. Bastard Sword from the mod. So I'm looking forward to using these. This won't even let you one-hand these. I'm not going to let you one-hand this, but just to show you. Yeah, you can. So you have an extra battle bearded axe, but yeah, I could do bearded Ivalon, or I could just call it Ivalon. So there's not multiple battle axes. The bow we're going to need to scale down. No way this is a normal size bow. No way. I mean, first person seems okay. Third person. Am I a joke to you? And there's another thing to scale down. So yeah, I mean, there's some nice models, but oh boy, some of these ones size-wise. Especially the halberd. Eesh. And again, the halberd, because it falls into that area of like pole axes, don't quite... Like, if we had a pole axe subtype, I'd be cool with this, but we don't. So, like, I'm just not going to include it. It's there. But it's not going in the mod. Then we have another longsword to add to our already 9 pages of the longswords. Have a mace. Nice. Short sword to add to our also long pages of short swords, but I think there's only like 6 or 7. Two-handed sword, which is, I mean, it still needs to get toned down in size, but it's closer to normal than a Zweihander. Warhammer, which also went the mace category. It kind of sucks Battle War Axe isn't getting anything from this. Oh well. Old family sword, which I actually really like the look of. This. So there's a blade, but also just that handle. That handle is great. I think I had to put the shield in the clip. That does not give you too much of a better view. Yeah, I love that. Just, the whole handle just looks great to me. And finally the Sunfire Sword, which, I mean, it's the same size as the Bastard Swords, but I may just make it a Claymore because how thin the handle gets towards the bottom just doesn't feel like it's a Bastard grip to me. It makes it feel like it should be a Claymore grip. Well, roll a die for it, I guess. I mean, the Bastard Swords and Claymores are actually pretty similar in length. Some of them actually do overlap. Like, I think some of the shorter Claymores are actually shorter than the longer Bastard Swords in the mod. So, yeah. I'm gonna fit these in somehow. Especially the Hieronymus sword, because this one is the most mundane and plain looking sword I've ever seen. I love it. There's your spare one. Okay, instead of just putting all that back and going out, we're just going to reload the save. And we got 5 minutes.
Blessings of the Mad God.
Alright, guess we're not getting much done artiste-wise. I am great artiste. Go check out some portraits in the place. Yes, I know words. Words are my natural language. Alright, time to go see about these Scalons. Hi, Audrey. Hope he doesn't feed you any more puppers. I might need to cut you down then. These are Scalon puppers. I'm fully aware I could go into the creation kit and remove their invisibility, but I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's a line I probably shouldn't cross. Someone else crosses it, cool. This is a mod, I download it, worked fine. But if I do it, that just feels like a point of no return. Somehow. And also, I don't think the Scalons actually have anything else going for them. Aside from their leap range. Leap range is pretty fast. They're not fast, they're slower than molasses. Oh, I just one-shot it. Yeah, that's looking normal. 231 damage. That seems fine. I have like 435 blade skill. And like... something strength. And I know this is higher than Daedric tier already. We have passed that line. Yeah, don't kill yourself with the reflect damage, please. Need that last +3. What are her skills at, though? So a 426 strength. And a 481 blade. And whatever Juice Faragon's base stats are leads to 229. You reflected yourself. How foolish. It's seriously been 4 minutes already. Oh, I guess we're doing the speed route. I think that was the wrong turn. And get there. There we are. Alright. Just turn off the FOV adjuster. I should at one day refine this, because I know that's old code from like '08 or something. I could totally turn that into a misc item instead of a ring, and also do an add to player at start, make it a quest item so it's always there. 0 and whatnot. Whatever. I think this is our newest painting. Wait, wasn't there also the one that was... That's some nice stuff. This is probably the one that I got the sparkles tarred for. The tarry sparkles. Where's the one with like the torn apart beasts? What's that one? Probably not here yet, is it? Maybe a few days. Still have the sex dungeon. One that I'm actually pretty proud of. Turned out nice. Just shot magic at a canvas. These aren't part of the exhibit. These are part of the accommodations. I wonder, will dialogue still pop up with the... Nope. Alright, nice. Yeah, they give you a lot of gold for this. I wonder where the next painting will go. So we're running out of space around these walls. Maybe you'll go over there. You gotta go up there. You'll go up there. Maybe the painting will go there. Or there. Interesting emblem. Well. That's about it for tonight. So thanks for watching. I'll be doing all the rest of the bow stuff later. Then add a few more melee weapons, and then I think we have the 1.2 release ready. Maybe. Hopefully. Bye.